From Vince Scully Avenue, welcome to Dodger Stadium. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. All right, Singy, let's talk about the man on the mound. He has been lights out lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at
these. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, first pitch coming up. Our starter in this one, Tyler Glasnow. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Singy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
O'Neal Cruz leading things off and takes a strike. And that skips in the dirt.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Glasnow ready and deals. Swing and a ground ball. Throws to first in time. And the first out of the game is an easy one. Here's the Pirates lineup now. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Andrew McCutchen.
Well, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Brian Reynolds here. Fastball is outside. Connor Falefa, the runner at second with one away. That one finds the zone, and the count is 1-1.
That's inside. Ball.
That one missed. And the right-hander's 3-1. And ball 4, 2 aboard. Here's Joey Bart now.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. No hits over his last 5 games.
Hit on the ground might be 2. There's 1. On to Freeman, double play, inning over.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Back here at Chavez Ravine. And today's starter, Mitch Keller. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, He gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Outside low. Ball 1.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
In the air, left side. Reynolds hauls it in, and there's one away. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. This is a ball club that can really slug. Lots of homers, lots of extra base hits. And Chris, that of course a huge part of success in the standings for this group.
Well, if you're going to be successful in today's game, you've got to be able to hit the ball over the fence. Just defensively, very hard to find the holes. And when you're talking about guys, coming out of the bullpen, throwing 95 and above, very difficult. It's hard to string together 2, 3, 4 hits to score those runs. So definitely critical to hit those homers, get the extra base knocks, and that's exactly what they've been doing.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Sets him down looking. That was pretty nasty.
Well, really nice job of finishing the hitter off right there. Glove side command, fastball firm to the outside corner. Tell you what, very difficult to do anything with that pitch, even if you do swing.
So digging in, Ken Griffey Jr. blasted 2 home runs in last night's game. That's a strike thanks to the sweeper. Now, power is such a big part of the success that we see with the good teams in the league right now and even in the postseason. Line drive, base hit right field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Batting fourth, the right fielder.
Here is Aaron Judge. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Just off the inside edge. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
There goes Junior. Strike in there. Safe at second, and that was not close. At the belt and fires. Judge rips that one, and this one looks like trouble. Here comes Junior around third. He'll score easily, and he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Well, does a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Here's Freddie Freeman now. And that one hammered. That's back there. And it's gone. He hammers one out to center. His first homer of the year, and they add a couple more. It's 3-0. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate.
Singy, this was a mammoth home run, over 460 feet, according to StatCast.
You know, Boog, there are only maybe 20 or so guys in the game that can hit a baseball that far, and it's absolutely crazy it's even that many. Such an impressive swing of the bat right there.
The batter now will be Will Smith. And that's through there for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
2 down, nobody on. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And it's even up.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
First inning going a bit long. 23 pitches to this point. On the ground to third, Hayes. Jump throw. It's there, and that's a great play. Back here in L.A., all set for the start of the inning. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Spencer Horwitz. One of the best in the game against right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, that's another story. Glass now, back to work. That one misses, and that's ball 1. Singing, is this more common today? Guys really only succeeding against pitchers throwing from a specific side?
I think it's because you just don't get a very long trial period anymore. I mean, with the analytics and the numbers, teams are looking for instant success with the lineups.
Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Forget it. Way back there and gone. That one felt good. His 4th home run of the season, and they inch closer. It's 3-1.
Things might get pretty interesting if they keep connected on pitches like that. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And it's 1-1. Our umpire behind the plate, Jerry Hillsdale. High praise for Jerry when we talk to people around the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Boog. He's very straightforward, very consistent back there. So most of the time, you're not even going to think about him. That's a good thing.
How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the 2nd. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Here's Tommy Pham.
He really needs to start making more contact, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
That's in there, and it's 0-1. Pham, in his 10th season, hitting 7th in today's lineup. He joined the team as a free agent. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Now 2 away.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
And now Jared Triolo right through there for a strike.
0-1.
2 outs, base is empty. That misses. And now it's even 1-1. Hit in the air, center field. He's got it, and that is that. But the Bucks get one back on the solo home run. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
That one a little bit high. 1-1.
I think he wanted that call on the upper part of the zone, but just didn't get it. Now he's just trying to get a better feel for how much it missed so he can adjust his sights just a little bit.
And there's a ball. This one in the air. One down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Here's the veteran shortstop, Derek Jeter. And that one in there at the knees for a strike. 0-1. Swings through that.
Really consistent release point. He's been able to pitch up and down and have excellent command at both locations.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 down.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
And up next for Los Angeles, Masataka Yoshida. Ball 1, no strikes. That one missing inside. That's in for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And a base hit. He forced a lot of pitches to be thrown and ends up collecting a hit.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
No balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back. Yoshida leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
No, that's inside.
And a foul ball. He stays alive.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. That one is gone. His 9th homer of the year. It's 5-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat, and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
2 outs, nobody on. Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. And there's a strike. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Bart settles under it and makes the catch. And that's the inning. And we're back. Leading off, Key Brian Hayes. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. Outside, and it's 1-0.
This guy plays third base like he's a shortstop, and he welcomes the difficult play. Can throw from so many different angles and makes really tough plays look very easy.
Hauls it in for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
So the Pirates batting order turns over. Here's O'Neal Cruz. He's 0 for 1. Check swing of the first pitch. Look down to third. He went around, says Rusty Valentine. Fly ball down the line. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the shortstop, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Doubled his first time up. And that drops in for a strike.
He's done a great job getting the first 2 outs. Want to get this number 2 hitter, get back in the dugout to face 3, 4, 5 next inning.
The shortstop takes the ball. Next offering down low and in the dirt.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Two outs. That misses the zone, and the count is 3-1. Ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through. And Brian Reynolds with a chance to make an impact with 2 away.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. So 2 down. Brian Reynolds, the next Pirate to hit. He reached on a walk his first time. 1-0. In the dirt. Swing and a liner foul off to the right.
He's getting the barrel to the ball. He's just got to work on that timing a little bit.
That one ripped. And it hits the fence. Kiner-Falefa coming home. The relay. He'll score. It's 5-2.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
This is Joey Bart. 0 for 1 so far. Yeah, that's fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Just missed.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you could make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So.
Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. A massive home run. His second of the year, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 5-4. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
What I love about this swing is he stayed tall, allowed his hands to go directly to the baseball, letting that bat head get down through the ball to create backspin and hit it out of the ballpark. Really nice job.
Base is empty with 2 away. It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change.
Now pitching for
A new pitcher in the game, Alex Vesia. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Just missed.
That's a ball.
2 gone, base is empty, but 3 runs across here in the second game of the series. And that one fouled off. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. And now the count is full, and another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Cuts at it and misses. That's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's down to 1 at 5-4. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Ken Griffey Jr.
Griffey Jr.
Well, he's back out here for the 3rd, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. That one is absolutely belted. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time as that was a hard-hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Judge batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Went with the sweeper for the strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. That when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
First one to Freeman is in for a strike. And that misses.
That's a ball.
At 1-1.
1-1.
That's a strike across the top of the zone. Outside low. It's 2-2. That's down and in. Will Smith waiting to bat for the Dodgers. Gets a piece and stays alive. And that's ball four.
Ball four. Take your base.
One of the things about that two-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a two-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Smith now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
No, that's down.
In the
Ball.
dirt, blocked. Nothing doing. Count moves to 1-1. The 1-1. Hard hit left side. They get the force. That is the inning. One left for LA as they hold on to a 5-4 lead. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And ball one.
You know, these Pirates putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They were obviously able to run the starter out of the game in the third, so they've set the table for a win, and now I'm sure they're thinking it's time to feast.
Now this is in the air down the line. Yoshida sizes this one up. He makes the grab, and there's one down. So if they're looking to feast, are you saying they've already got a plate but are looking to go back for seconds?
Yeah, I'd say something like that.
And now it's going to be Tommy Pham. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swing and a foul out of play. That one down the line, and that's just foul. And the 0-2 stays alive. One out, base is empty. Got him. Two down.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his fifth strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Jared Triolo. He's 0 for 1. That one in there across the letters. a swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout inning over. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Buccos 4. Back here at Chavez Ravine, John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Max Muncy. Line drive. Makes a nice running catch. And there's one away.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
Jeter takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. First signs of bullpen movement here in the early going. Caleb Ferguson loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Ferguson getting loose as well. Right through there for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a ball popped up. Triolo pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 down.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
2 down, base is empty. Masataka Yoshida will hit next. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. That's in there. It's 0-1. And downstairs.
That's the ball.
Outside low. And a count 2-1. Swings and misses and 1 down below the zone.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. Brings it in. And that is that. New inning getting started. Here's the third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes. Hayes, a former Gold Glove winner, 28 years old. And he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games.
You know, these Pirates really impressed me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Fought off foul. Fouls one off. 2-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Fades another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the center fielder, O'Neal Cruz. 0 for 2 in this one. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. And now the count is even.
So O'Neal Cruz is named after Paul O'Neill. That was his father's idol in baseball, so he named his son O'Neal. In 2022, they finally met each other when the Pirates played the Yankees in New York, and I'm sure that was a moment that O'Neal Cruz will never forget.
The next pitch misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Muncy makes the grab. And that is that. Down in order go the Pirates. They trail it 5-4.
Now pitching for
Caleb Ferguson on a pitch out of the pen here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. He's already homered in this game. First pitch just misses.
You know, these Dodgers putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. That one not close. And now 3 balls and a strike. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
Here's Mookie to hit.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Ohtani gets his lead at first with nobody out. Ferguson picks over. Ohtani back in. Shohei on the go. Pitch misses. Throws, save. That's a stolen base. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back there. And it's gone. And this place is rocking. His second home run of the series, and they add a pair. It's 7-4. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boone. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often.
That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Ken Griffey Jr. steps to the plate for the Dodgers. In the dirt, and that's ball 1. Jr. with another scorching run of play lately.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
Yeah. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And that's downstairs and outside. And down on strikes he goes. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expand a little bit with 2 strikes.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. 1 for 2 with an RBI double back in the first. Just missed. 1-0. That catches the corner. Swing and a miss.
1 and 2 is the count. Oh.
That one hammered center field. That's back there. And that one is going to go. He'll touch them all. It's their second home run of the inning, and they tack on to their lead. It's 8-4.
The sun rises and Aaron Judge hits a home run. That's a pretty normal day in the world of baseball. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
And the Pirates manager making his way to the mound now as he will make the move. Caleb.
Now pitching for
Pirates with a new arm on the mound, Bailey Falter. He's been so good against lefties. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. There's the strike. Not close with that one. And the count even 1-1. Fastball for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Throw to first. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice 2-strike pitch, though.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. In the air out to center. That gets down for a hit. And now a 2-out opportunity for Max Muncy.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
2 outs. And another ball.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Strike 2.
2 and 2's the count.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. They take the force out, and that'll do it. Top of the 6th inning, and now Brian Reynolds.
number 10, Brian Reynolds.
So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Kirby Yates.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Just missed. Yates, multi-time All-Star, He features a four-seam fastball, a splitter, and he works in a slider. That misses the zone, and that's ball two.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Going, gone. He sends one out the opposite way. Third home run of the season, and they're chipping away. It's 8-5.
This game just got a little more interesting with that home run. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Now here is Joey Bart. He's already homered here in this one. And that's off the inside edge. Ball one. And foul ball. The 1-1 is fouled off. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. And here's the first baseman, Spencer Horwitz. And the first offering is not close. One out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're in the top half of the sixth. To the right side. Over to first. That's out number two.
Now batting, right fielder Andrew McCutchen.
And now it's Andrew McCutchen. And that one wrapped foul. That clips the corner. The pitch to McCutchen. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Well, we go bottom six. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Derek Jeter. Falter back to work.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with two of the three hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting,
Masataka Yoshida steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 1 for 2. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
He was really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
Got him looking. That was pretty nasty.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. And he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A two-run shot in the second inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Runner takes off. Cut on and lifted in the air. Makes the catch for the out. 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie now. Can't forget the two-run shot he launched out of here in the 5th.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at-bat right here.
And that clips the inside corner.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
No balls, 2 strikes.
2 outs. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Coming home. He will score.
Picks himself up an RBI. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a pull the other way.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Ken Griffey Jr. And that's a little high. Jr. with some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
Right side. Triolo on the run, throw to first. Nicely done for the out.
Let's go. I'm from that city you heard about. When you hit up, then the word's out. Your time is up, it's your third out. Plus we got hitters on deck, but your word now. We gon' pull up, hood up. What now? Jump out.
Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
And first offering is fouled off. On the inside corner for a strike. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout.
Oh, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series, so no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
Up next for the Pirates, Jared Triolo. Line drive, caught.
Quick reactions down there at first, and those can be tougher than they look sometimes. There could be all kinds of weird spin or knuckling action on the baseball.
Two outs, base is empty. Now batting Key Brian Hayes. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And he chases a high fastball there.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
And now 1-2. Chop to the left side. Throw on to Freeman. That's out number 3. And 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They trail. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now it's the right fielder.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
That one clips the outside corner, and it's 0-2. And ball 1 to Judge.
1-2.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Left field, way back there. And forget it. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 10-5. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
And here's Freddie Freeman. Throws to first, and one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting, catcher,
Will Smith to the plate. 1 for 3. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. On the ground to short. Tosses to first. And they get the out on Smith.
The third baseman, number 13, Matt Muncy.
Muncy digs in. 0 for 3 in this one. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
And another ball.
Well, they gave up the home run earlier in this inning, not pitching as aggressively here.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly
Oh, now this is drilled to center. Way back there. On its way and gone. And that funky Muncy hits one out. Second home run of the inning for them. And they add to their lead. It's 11-5.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
And the Pirates manager making his way to the mound now as he will make the move. Joey Wentz gets the call from the pen.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Jeter watches that one, and it's in for a strike. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off
No
speed
balls,
there.
2 strikes.
Pitch in the dirt.
1-2.
Going to count 1 and 2. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Cruz in position. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those. Number 86 takes over on the mound. This is his third time out this year. Swing and a miss as he was out front. So my dad told me that he had a bunch of Mickey Mantle rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom tossed them because, what did she know? So I made my mom keep all my baseball cards, and I really don't have any that are valuable. And that story stunk by me. Anyway. Got him swinging.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Connor Falefa stands in now, looks at that one inside. Lifted in the air down the left side, and it stays fair.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Man at first. B-Ray coming to the plate now. Just off the inside edge. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
And foul ball. Connor Falefa over at first with 1 away. Struck him out swinging. The high heat, too much on that one.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
And strike 2.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count, 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
Two outs. And a pop-up. Right side, foul territory. Rings it in, and that's the 3rd out. So 1 left for Pittsburgh. They'll need better than that. Down 11-5. Back here in L.A., ready for the bottom of the 8th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Masataka Yoshida. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Wentz in his 3rd season, 27 years old, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. Inside. And now 2-0. Ground ball to the right side. Fires over to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
The designated hitter, Shohei.
Now Shohei Ohtani. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. And that drops in for a strike. Swing and a foul straight back. Bases empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Well, pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
That misses,
2-2.
and it's 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Inside, 3-2 the count.
Count is full.
Three and two. The pitch is outside, and ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat. Here's Betts.
If you're trying to keep the line moving, this is the guy you want at the plate. Such a good hitter. Can also flash some power.
There's a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Stay hot up there.
Fastball for a strike. On a line out towards center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Junior, the next to hit, takes ball 1. That one pushed to the left and foul. There's a strike.
2.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Hit in the air, right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. He's up to 3 home runs in the series. It's 13-5. And that's his 5th straight game leaving the yard.
And Boog, if he goes a game or 2 without hitting a home run, he's going to feel like he's going to get sit down to the minor leagues. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
Aaron Judge at the plate. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. That one missed. No question about this one. It's out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they add on. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. He's putting on quite the show with the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Manager manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Joey Wentz. New pitcher on now, Carmen Majinski.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Two down, nobody on. And that one missing inside a sharp slider. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea. And welcome back to the ballpark. Digging in, Spencer Horwitz. So coming into the game now on defense, number 6.
Number 6.
Also into the ball game, Justin Dean. He'll be patrolling center field.
75. Justin.
Also entering the game, number 9. He takes over as the new first baseman.
First base, number 9.
Also into the ball game, Enrique Hernandez.
Number 8, TK Hernandez.
Also entering the game, Miguel Rojas.
Number 72, Miguel Rojas.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
In the air, center field. And there's one down.
Now back, right fielder Andrew.
Here's McCutcheon. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. That's in there. Strike 1. Ball 1 there. The Dodgers up big in this one here at the top of the 9th. And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss. And the Pirates with only 1 out left.
Oh, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him up. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's one he definitely should have laid off of.
Pham in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. One strike away. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Two outs. Got him. And that'll do it.
Well, this was a total team effort using 6 pitchers in this ballgame to get the win. Outstanding job of passing the baton. The next pitcher stepping up and getting it done. You got to give them a lot of credit because this is not easy to do. We'll see how it affects them over the next couple of days.
14-5 is your final. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long